Hello, welcome to Cakehows. So you're a baker out there and you're looking for a way to start. You do not know what to buy, as you are about to begin the cake business. Right here is the answer, because I'm going to be showing you simple and the most basic tools you need as a beginner baker. All right, so I have all of them right here on this table. So it is not a lot. If you're in Nigeria, I don't think this will be up to about 20,000 naira as a start. And trust me, you can do all kinds of cake with everything on this table. All you need is creativity and some skill. So follow me into the class. One of the first things you need as a baker, as a beginner baker, is the scale. This is very, very, very important. The scale. This is an electronic scale, one of the very cheapest, the most affordable, and is very good for you at the start of your career as a baker. So the scale. Another thing I'll talk to you about is the bowl. You need a bowl. You might not need to buy this one. But you definitely need a bowl. This is where you're going to be doing all your mixing of your batter. It could be bigger bowl, it could be smaller bowl, but at least you need a bowl, and this is definitely not expensive. The next thing you will need is a mixer. All right, I chose to show you the hand mixer. I don't want you to be scared. It is very important as a beginner baker to have a mixer. You want to use a mixer to mix your cakes. It will give you better texture, and of course it will make the work easier for you. Without this, you would have to use your hand and a spoodle to keep turning, and that could be very stressful and might not give you that classy texture of cake. So you need a mixer. A hand mixer like this is very okay for you for a start. I cannot overemphasize the need for cake cups. This is essential. This is very essential. You need cake cups, cup for your measurement. You need cups for your measurement. You also need spoons, all right, for your measurements, your baking powder and other measurements. You need your spoons like that. You need a whisk to whisk your egg. You need a whisk to whisk your egg. Also, as a beginner, you need a sieve like this to be able to sieve your flour and some other things you need to sieve out. A slim sieve like this. You need it very importantly. I keep that one there. In the course of this, we have a lot of tools. In the course of this, I'm also going to be showing you things you need for your decorations, your fondant icing, and even your butter icing. All right, so I'm going to just go right into it. So let us imagine you're finished baking your cake. Remember that for you to be able to bake your cake, you don't necessarily need an oven. It is very good to have an oven, but if you do not have, do not be discouraged. You can use the traditional way of baking. So in the description button in this video, I left you the link to the video I made on how to bake without an oven. It's right there in the description button. All right, so we go ahead. So you're done baking and you want to decorate with butter icing. One of the things you need first is the piping bag. All right, you can get this as cheap as 100 naira, Nigerian naira. I don't know how much it is in dollars, but this is 100 naira. This is Wilton, 100 naira Wilton bag. Right, it's disposable, but then you can finish using it and reuse this bag. You can, if it's not broken, you can finish using it, wash it with soap and hot water or detergent, and you can use it again. All right, and after that, you would need a cake comb. I'd prefer the four-sided cake comb like this, because you can use this side as a plain side. You can also use this side to make designs, and this other side, of course. And there are other ones that are triangular. That one doesn't have a plain side like this. There's some of them that just is plain, but for a beginner, for starters, you can decide to buy this one so you can serve, multiple purposes. The next thing that is very important is this plate of nozzle. You need it very importantly. This nozzle plate, you have all kinds of nozzles, and it's good for a start, before you can upgrade to getting Russian tips and some other very sophisticated nozzles. All right, we move on to this guy. This guy is not expensive. I don't think it's up to 1,000 naira in Nigeria, but you need him. I call this the leveler. All right, I call them leveler. Other people have other names they call it, but I call him the leveler because it is what levels your cake. If you see this little mercury here, can you come close the camera? If you see the mercury here, it means my cake is leveled. So it is what will give you that leveled base. So once you drop it here, it is leveled, if you can see. And if you keep it straight up like this, you can see the mercury moves this way. It means your cake is standing straight. The next thing you need is this guy. This is a spatula. This is the spatula. You use it to blend your cakes, you know, and ice your cakes and all of that. You also need this other spatula to be able to scoop your batter and play with it. All right, and moving on to fondant. You need this knife. This is a serrated knife. If you have the longer one, it will be better. If you buy a longer one at once, you might not need to buy any other one. You know, it's for a long time. So for a beginner, I'd ask and I'd advise you to buy this long knife. All right, the next thing is the cutter. You need this rolling cutter, the pizza cutter. It's very important because it will make your work with fondant very easy. Now the next thing you need is this smoother. They call this a smoother. You need 2 of them. All right, I'm going to be doing a video very soon on how to get fondant edges, and you would need 2 of this to be able to achieve all of that. So you need this smoother, 2 of them. You also need the rolling pin. I'm showing you this wooden one so you do not feel it's so posh. All right, you can get this wooden one. You can get the other type also. You need that, and I think that is about it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what other thing do you think we need to add up as a beginner baker. What other thing do you think you need as a beginner baker? Just let me know. Apart from pans, of course you need pans around the square, the love pan, and other type of pans that you would need to start as a beginner. All right, so please, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click on the subscription button right there, and also click the notification button so you'll be the first person to be notified every time we post a new video. I want to see you again next week, as we're going to be bringing more value to your table and to bakers around the world. I love you. My name is Unyime Basi, and I'm the CEO of Bonero Cakes and Events. See you next week. And I'm gonna win.